Dear friends, in this model, we will be seeing the features of 8089 processors along with the registers that have been connected to the 8089 processors, along with the block diagram, which will get enhanced with the channel control registers and the connection or the communication area which uses IOP.
Now let us see what are the different features when we are speaking about 8089 processor. 8089, first of all, you should be aware that it is considered to be an 8089 IOP. IOP is input output processor, which can fetch and execute its own instruction. Similarly, instructions are specially designed over here for IO processing. So you have a special sort of instructions which are executing for IO processing. In addition to data transfer, IOP can also be used for performing the arithmetic and logical operation branches, searching, and then translating. IOP will does all work involved in case of your IO transfer, including device setup, program IO, and also the DMA operations which are taking place. IOP can transfer data from a 8-bit source to a 16-bit destination and vice versa from 16-bit to 8-bit or 8-bit to 16-bit, and it can go on simultaneously. Communication that takes place between the IOP and CPU is through memory-based control blocks. CPU defines tasks in the control blocks to locate a program sequence and which is being called as a channel programs. Now, before going to the diagram of 8089, first of all, let us understand what are the different keywords that are used. GA, it indicates point to source. GB indicates points to destination. GC is used to share address of a 256 byte translation table. PP is considered to be task pointer. PP is considered to be a parameter pointer where it will point to a particular destination. IX, index register. Now you should understand when the word index comes, it is unique. Each and every register has its unique address. There can be no duplicacy when it comes to the naming of index. Then we have MC. It contains the pattern to be compared with a mask in bits 15 through 8. Then we have CC. It is considered to be a channel controller. Now, what do you understand by channel controller? It is used to control the different operation that are being performed in channel. Then we have PSW, program status register. It will register the program which are there in case of your which are there in case of your status register. Now GA again we'll see it indicates where you want to go. GB indicates the destination place. Now when you look at this internal block diagram of 8086, it contains the different channels which are interlinked with each other. All of these channels have the different types of signal. One is called as the clock signal, ready signal, acknowledgement signal. Then we have the different channels which are being interconnected with each other with the help of control logic, ALU, bus controller and interface, CCP, and so on. So there is a reset signal if you want to reset the entire diagram. Once again, there is a reset signal that is being attached to it. Now, what do you understand by channel control register? It function controlled from B14 and B15. Translation mode is the channel which is considered to be B13. Synchronization control are the channels between B12 and B11. Source destination is B10. Lock control is considered to be B9. Chaining control is considered to be B8. Single mode transfer is B7. And termination control is considered to be from B0 to B6. Now, how does processor communicate with each other? What is I/O communication area? System configuration pointer block SCPB. It contains the three words. LS byte specifies the width of the system bus. Two words store the offset and segment address of the location of the SCB. SCB, offset and segment address of the beginning of two consecutive channel control blocks in the system space. CBs, channel control word, busy, FF/00, parameter blocks, offset, and the segment address which are being interconnected with each other.